the Philippines, an archipelago of over 7,000 islands, a country rich in history and culture. The Philippines is a melting pot of influences, from Spanish colonialism to American imperialism. But through it all, the Filipino people have held on to their traditions. One of these traditions, street food, it's everywhere in the Philippines. And it's delicious. But there's one street food that's more than just delicious. It's controversial. Balut. This fertilized duck egg is a delicacy in the Philippines, but it's not for the faint of heart. Balut is eaten in the shell. The embryo is partially developed. It's a sight that can make even the most adventurous eater scream. But for Filipinos, balut is more than just a food, it's a tradition, it's a part of their culture.
Balut. It's a dish that's been enjoyed in the Philippines for centuries. But where did it come from? The exact origins are a bit of a mystery. Food historians believe that balut likely originated in Southeast Asia. This region has a long history of consuming fertilized eggs. Think back to a time before refrigeration. People needed ways to preserve food, and fertilized eggs, they were a readily available source of protein. Balut was introduced to the Philippines by Chinese traders. These traders connected the Philippines to the world. They brought their customs, goods, and food. Among these was maodan, essentially balut, a fertilized duck egg enjoyed similarly. The Chinese influence on Filipino cuisine is undeniable. Over the centuries, balut evolved. It became distinctly Filipino. Filipinos added their own twist to the dish. They experimented with different seasonings: salt, vinegar, chili. Each region of the Philippines developed its own unique way of preparing and enjoying balut. Balut became more than just a food. It evolved into a symbol of Filipino culture.
The journey of balut begins on a duck farm. But not just any duck farm. These farms specialize in balut production. The ducks are a specific breed. They are chosen for their egg-laying abilities. The farmers carefully collect the eggs. They're looking for fertilized eggs. These eggs are the key ingredient in balut. The fertilized eggs are then taken to a hatching facility. This is where the magic happens. The eggs are placed in large incubators. These incubators maintain a constant temperature and humidity. This is crucial for the development of the embryo. The incubation process takes about 2 to 3 weeks. During this time, the embryo inside the egg begins to grow. After about 14 to 21 days, the balut is ready. The eggs are carefully removed from the incubators. They are then sorted by size and stage of development. The balut is now ready for its final stage, boiling. The eggs are boiled for about 30 minutes. This cooks the embryo and sets the yolk. The boiling also gives the balut its distinctive appearance. The shell takes on a mottled brown color.
Once the balut is cooked, it's ready to be sold. Vendors often sell balut at night, their carts illuminated by flickering gas lamps. The aroma of balut, a unique blend of savory and sulfurous, fills the air, attracting those brave enough to try this unusual delicacy. All right, you've got your balut. It's warm, maybe a little damp. You can see the veins through the shell. Carefully, you crack the top. The steam carries a whiff of something earthy, a little sulfurous, but savory.
Section 2, a symphony of textures. You bring the egg to your lips, careful not to spill the broth. The broth, savory, warm, surprisingly flavorful. Then you peel back more of the shell. The adventure begins. You see the yolk, pale yellow, softer than a hard-boiled egg. And then, there it is, the partially developed duckling. Section 3, an acquired taste. The texture is what gets most people. The yolk is creamy, rich. The white, or albumin, is firm, almost chewy. Some prefer their balut younger, when the embryo is small and soft. Others like it more mature, with defined bones and feathers. It's all a matter of personal preference. Section 4, a flavor of intrigue. But one thing's for sure. Balut is an experience. It's a flavor explosion. Savory, salty, a hint of gaminess. It's a textural journey. Soft, chewy, crunchy. It's a cultural immersion. A taste of the Philippines that will stay with you long after you finish the last bite.
More than just a meal, balut in the Philippines is a cultural icon. It's a symbol of heritage, representing family, tradition, and community. For generations, Filipinos have shared balut. It's a rite of passage, a taste of childhood. Balut is often eaten at special occasions like fiestas, weddings, and birthdays. It's a way to celebrate life. Balut is a social food, meant to be shared. You'll find balut vendors on almost every street corner in the Philippines, especially at night. People gather around these carts, chatting, laughing, and enjoying the simple pleasure of balut. It's a way to connect, to bond over a shared experience. Balut is also a symbol of Filipino identity. It represents resilience and resourcefulness, the ability to find joy in unexpected places. Balut is a reminder of the Philippines' history, a time when food was scarce, and people had to make do with what they had. Even today, balut is seen as a food for the working class. It's affordable, nutritious, and satisfying. Balut is something that Filipinos are proud of. It's unique. It's theirs. And in a world that's increasingly homogenized, balut is a reminder of the Philippines' distinct cultural heritage. It's a conversation starter, a challenge to outsiders, a dare to step outside your comfort zone and experience something truly Filipino. Balut. It's not for everyone. Let's face it, the idea of eating a partially developed duck embryo, it's enough to make some stomachs turn. And that's okay. Food is personal. What one culture considers a delicacy, another might find repulsive. It's this very contrast that makes balut so fascinating. It sparks curiosity. It challenges preconceived notions of what food is and what it can be. The controversy surrounding balut often stems from ethical concerns. Critics argue that eating a developing embryo is inhumane. They question the point at which life begins and whether it's right to consume a creature that was so close to hatching. These are valid concerns, and they spark important conversations about animal welfare and the ethics of food production. There's no easy answer. It's a complex issue with no right or wrong answer.
Section 3, Balut in the global eye. Despite the controversy, balut has garnered international attention. Travel shows and food documentaries feature balut as a must-try Filipino delicacy. Daredevil eaters and curious tourists alike seek it out, eager to experience the unusual and the exotic. This global exposure has brought both praise and criticism. Some applaud the Philippines for preserving its culinary traditions, while others condemn the practice as barbaric. Section 4, a delicacy or cruelty. Balut remains a topic of debate. It's a food that evokes strong emotions. Some see it as a culinary abomination, while others view it as a cultural treasure. Ultimately, the decision to try balut is personal. It requires an open mind and a sense of adventure. Balut is a dish that makes you think. Section 1. A culinary adventure on every corner. The Philippines, a country where food is life, and nowhere is this more evident than on the streets. Filipino street food is a culinary adventure, a vibrant tapestry of flavors, aromas, and textures, a feast for the senses, from bustling city streets to sleepy seaside towns. Their carts become makeshift kitchens. Beyond balut, a world of flavors. Balut might be the most notorious Filipino street food, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. The Philippines boasts a smorgasbord of culinary delights. Take isaw, for example, grilled chicken intestines, skewered and dipped in spicy vinegar. The smoky, chewy texture is surprisingly addictive. Or how about kwek kwek? Deep-fried quail eggs coated in bright orange batter are a burst of savory goodness. And for something sweet, there's taho, silken tofu drenched in sweet syrup and sprinkled with sago pearls. It's a comforting, nostalgic treat. A symphony of flavors. Filipino street food is a symphony of flavors. Salty, sour, sweet, spicy, a harmonious blend of tastes. Vinegar, citrus and chilies add a tangy kick. Garlic, ginger and onions provide savory depth. Soy sauce, fish sauce and shrimp paste lend umami richness. The result is a culinary experience that's both familiar and exciting, combining ingredients in unexpected, delicious ways. A taste of Filipino culture. Filipino street food is more than just a culinary adventure. It's a window into the heart of Filipino culture. It's about community, sharing, and celebrating life's simple pleasures. Embrace the spirit of adventure and try something new. Next time in the Philippines, embark on a culinary journey through its vibrant street food scene.
Balut, a street food staple, a taste of tradition. But in the modern world, balut is breaking free from its shell. Literally. Chefs are experimenting, pushing boundaries. They're taking this humble street food and elevating it, transforming it into something new, exciting, and unexpected. Imagine this: balut ravioli, the pasta, delicate and thin, encasing a rich, savory filling. The balut, no longer recognizable in its traditional form, but its essence, its flavor, shining through. Or how about balut adobo, a modern twist on a classic Filipino dish? The balut, simmered in a tangy, savory adobo sauce, its gaminess mellowed, its flavors enhanced. These are just a few examples of how chefs are reimagining balut. And it's not just about the food, it's about the experience. Modern Filipino restaurants are popping up in cities around the world. They're sleek, stylish, and inviting. They're introducing balut to a new generation of foodies. Foodies who are adventurous, open-minded, and eager to explore the world through its cuisine. These restaurants are creating a dialogue, a bridge between tradition and modernity. They're showcasing the versatility of Filipino cuisine, and they're proving that balut, this once polarizing street food, can hold its own on even the most sophisticated of plates.
Balut is no longer confined to the streets of the Philippines. It's gone global. Food bloggers and vloggers are sharing their balut experiences with the world. Travel shows and documentaries feature balut as a must-try delicacy. And international food festivals are embracing balut, showcasing it alongside other exotic foods. This global exposure is challenging perceptions, it's sparking conversations, it's making people rethink their preconceived notions of what food is and what it can be. For some, it's a bridge too far. The idea of eating a developing embryo is simply too much, and that's okay. Food is personal. But for others, it's an opportunity to step outside their comfort zone. To experience something new, to connect with another culture through its cuisine. Balut is an adventure, a culinary journey into the heart of Filipino tradition. And as the world becomes increasingly interconnected, balut serves as a reminder that food can be a powerful tool for understanding and appreciating different cultures. Will balut ever become a mainstream food trend? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, balut is making its mark on the global culinary scene. It's a conversation starter, a challenge to the palate, and a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of Filipino food culture. Balut, it's more than just a fertilized duck egg, it's a symbol of the Philippines, a taste of heritage. A reminder that food is more than just sustenance, it's culture, it's history, it's identity. From the bustling streets of Manila to the modern kitchens of global cities, Balut is making its presence known. It's challenging perceptions, it's sparking conversations, and it's inviting us all to explore the world, one bite at a